After a bunch of delays, I finally touched down at Fort Walton. Craig Mann was there with VidCam in hand. Can't say I was too happy about that, but I was glad to see him. We went back to his place after grabbing my luggage. Next morning we got up, headed over, got the boat cleaned up, got ourselves some chum.
In the house. What's up, Brad, man?
Hey, man, that's a long flight, dude.
All right, here he is.
I ain't trying to find
It is a long flight, isn't it?
Don't need to cleanse my soul. Always
For sale.
Black sheep.
You wanna buy it?
You leave alone.
You got bags right around the corner.
Trouble always finds
All right,
me.
guys.
Demons dancing on
Let the
my
games
parade.
begin.
And for the words that I can't take back, the devil knows my name. I've lived bruised and beaten, been on both ends of a gun. Played hard and I've drank plenty, drew my share of blood. If sin's a good man's brother, I'm too far gone to say. For the promises I've broken, the devil knows my name.
He's over there on the phone, and I'm over here working. He really makes you earn your keep. After the boat was cleaned, we went over to his buddy's boat and got our chum. Then out to the Gulf we went. And let me tell you something, it was beautiful. We got out there, he dropped anchor, and then he'll give us a rundown on how to set yourself up to properly catch a shark. And this man knows what he's doing.
Okay, now for the chum part. I got my onion sacks. You can take burlap. You can take anything that's got a mesh to it, fine mesh. But remember, you don't want to feed them. You just want to attract them. So you want little bits and pieces. I got my black gloves on. You can see through that.
Hi, I'm Les Williams, owner and designer of Quickset.
Tired of missing strike after strike while you are fishing? Quickset is a revolutionary system designed to set the hook for you. Invented by a fisherman for fishermen. The Quickset does more than hold a pole. It ensures a solid hookup on every fish. Quickset, set it and forget it. Buy yours today. Langston of American Predator, and when I'm out on a lake bass fishing, I use bog baits.
Hi, I'm Cammie Van Orden.
And I'm Kelly Van Orden.
We're the owners of Battle Blades Knives, located in Irwin, Idaho. Our knives are manufactured by world-renowned knife manufacturer Tops USA. We offer the only line of Picatinny rail-mounted hunting and tactical knives made in the USA. Our knife system, with its exclusive locking mechanism, is designed to prevent the dreaded "I've lost my knife" problem with outdoorsmen, military, and police.
Just for strength, that's all. You can use the single ones. The backbones and all that may or may not cut it, but the only reason I'm doubling it up is for strength. So I've got a bucket here. It's got the carcasses of a catch. Had customers go out and catch a bunch of fish, we clean them, we fillet them. Normally we'll just take this out and dump it, but it's absolutely perfect for a shark trip. Take those carcasses and fill up this bag. Run that rope through. I just pushed it right through the bag. Nothing difficult. Got a loop in one end. That's how I can tie it off. You've got cleats on your boat. That bag. Throw it over. And I like to let it sit at the top of the water. Top of the water's gonna slap it around a little bit, churn it up. You may or may not be able to see the little particles and the scent coming out of it, but that's what's happening. Just push it through the bag one time. We got our tag in here. We're just gonna make a knot right here. Simple square knot. Ball in anything that's gonna hold. That's good to go. We have now started our chum line. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. It's just a way to get that scent out in the current. So if anything swimming around out there, they'll follow that scent all the way back to the boat. Okay guys, we got our chum out. Showed you how to do the chum bag. We got a real pretty slick going. Now we're gonna tie our gear. It's just like I showed you in the how-to video. This is the line coming off my spool off my rod and reel. Got a 100-pound test monofilament. First thing we're gonna do is put this weight on. We're gonna put it on first. Slip your monofilament through there. Set it down, get it out of the way. Next thing you want to do is put your plastic bead on. Again, this plastic bead is going to protect your knot from that weight beating on it. So now that you got your weight, then your plastic bead, then you're going to tie a swivel, a barrel swivel. This barrel swivel is not very big, but it is a 400-pound test. So relatively speaking, it's pretty strong. I'm going to tie a Palomar knot. Palomar knot, you push your line through once, push it back through so you wind up with a loop. Or you can just take a loop, push it through. It's real simple. You take that loop, make an overhand knot, just a regular old granny knot. Take the loop over top of your swivel. Pull it tight. Real simple knot, real strong knot. Rarely does it ever fail me. Don't have to pull it super tight, just tight enough to make sure it's cinched. Take that tag in, what's left over, trim it up about a 1/4 inch. The knot doesn't stretch too much, so you can cut fairly close. I leave about a 1/4, 3/8 of an inch.
I'm Dave Langston of American Predator. When I want up-to-date information on hunting, fishing, and the outdoors, I go to OutdoorHub.com. With over 16 million monthly users and 250 million monthly impressions, this is the place to go for all your outdoor information. OutdoorHub.com also contains a video library for you to enjoy. Visit OutdoorHub.com before and after your outdoor adventure. I'm Dave Langston of American Predator. Whether I'm in the field fishing or hunting, I use mosquito patch. 100% natural, DEET-free,
36 hours of use. Get yours today.
Quality Arms, located in Rigby, Idaho, has been bringing you new and innovative products in the AR-15 world and proving to be Southeast Idaho's place to go for AR guns, parts, and accessories. We offer a line of ARs which begin with quality, affordable models to custom builds, including the 6.5 Grendel, 50 Beowulf, and many other calibers. We've developed the ambidextrous rear charging AR upper and are now introducing our new side charging uppers offered in left, right, and ambidextrous ejecting. Quality Arms has recently expanded its gun line to include 1911s and target bolt guns.
Today we're using monofilament. We're using monofilament because we're going to catch and release. We're not going to keep these sharks. So again, take your monofilament leader, could be wire, could be cable, could be whatever you have. You want it to be strong. This is again 100-pound test. Pretty strong, but we're not worried about losing them again because we're going to catch and release. Another Palomar knot. You put it in the other end of your swivel, of course. Run it through, make yourself a loop. So you've got a loop there. Again, just a regular overhand granny knot. So you got just a regular overhand granny knot like that. And now you have to take the other end, your hook end, and push it through the knot. Through that loop. Again, so you take that loop, pull it over your knot, grab those and cinch it down tight. Real simple, real strong. Palomar knots. They'll hold a lot. If you want to see it in slow motion, you want to get a really good idea, just Google it. Palomar knot. P-O-L-M-A-R. Palomar. Real simple knot to use. Real quick, real effective, real easy. Again, trim it up. So you got your main line, the weight, the bead, and again, that bead is there to protect your knot. You can see how that weight would be bouncing on that knot. If you didn't have that bead, when you're in the water's going to bounce you up and down. It's going to be beating up, it's going to be hitting that bead instead of your knot. For me, pretty critical piece of equipment. So then we have our leader. With our circle hook. Again, Palomar knot. Use any knot you want. I like it. This is a bonita. Member of the tuna family. The lowly, bloody member of the tuna family. A lot of people like to eat them. Any fish is pretty much edible. Personally, I don't like them that much. They make great shark bait. Really bloody, really greasy. This is what I use to target my big sharks with. So, take this bonita, and we're going to go ahead and cut this one in 3 pieces. Okay, now the way we're going to take this and bait it, it's real simple. We're going to try to get up here next to the fin. Try to dig as much as we can on one side of the backbone. Try to go up underneath the backbone. Come out across that fin. Something like that. Doesn't have to be buried deep. Just as long as you got a real good hook in it, it'll work. Now we're just going to take it. Set it overboard. Throw our weight out. That's what we got. This one we're going to drop all the way to the bottom. Let that weight take it all the way to the bottom. While we hit bottom, now remember, we've got about a 3.5, 4 foot piece of leader on there. So when that weight hits the bottom, you want to reel on it until you feel that weight. Try to get that weight up off the bottom. Try to get that piece of bait just bouncing near the bottom. Doesn't have to be right on the bottom. Doesn't have to be a specific distance off the bottom. Just want that weight, that piece of bait near the bottom. Check your drag. It's a pretty good drag. Pretty tight. You don't want it too loose. When they take off with it, you want just enough tension so that resistance will be there when he takes that bait and he starts to swim off. You want the resistance on that rod to be there so that hook will come through the bait. Try to pull next to his mouth and hook him as he turns and swims away with that bait. You want enough resistance on the rod so that rod's going to bend over and hold that hook and hook him as he tries to swim away. Remember, you don't have to set these circle hooks. They set themselves.
Didn't I tell you he knows what he's talking about? But now it's my turn. I can't wait to get a shark on this pole. But when it happens, I'm so excited I don't even want to grab the pole. That string's ripping out that thing so fast it's not funny. He didn't catch the first part of it. I'm kind of glad. I was like a little kid. So I set the hook, I started reeling him in, but he bit through the line. But the second shark, that's one I'll never forget. Thank you, Craig.
There's a good example of what I was talking about. We had Ken hooked up with a shark. He bit that circle hook and the shark was in a gimbal. He started to swim away and you see that pole bend down. Ken was able to get the rod and reel out of the gimbal and started to fight that shark. Well, we had a monofilament leader on. One of the hazards of a monofilament leader is if the hook is a little bit deeper in his mouth than you want it to be, those teeth are going to cut that mono. It's a good example of when you catch and release, your odds are really, really good that he's going to cut that monofilament leader. It's a really, really tough line. We have a 100-pound test. That just goes to show you those teeth will cut through. They'll cut through a big line. All right, stop. There he is. Now he's on. Follow him around. There you go. Shark fishing in Destin, Florida. Follow him around. Follow him around.
Get him on film?
Oh yeah. Keep pulling against it. You're not wore out already, are you? Yes, sir. Way to do it. Get it done, man. Get it done. Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect, man.
Wore me out.
That was perfect.
After that incredible experience and great memory, and I'm thankful to have it on video, we headed into the docks, grabbed some lunch at AJ's, and then headed into Destin. He gave me a tour, and let me tell you something, it's a beautiful town. But being a charter boat captain, he wanted to make sure you guys knew if you got down there and you catch too many fish, or you're not staying long, some of the things you can do with those fish. So we stopped into Destin Ice and Seafood. We had a fabulous trip down here. Craig put me on 2 nice sharks. I lost the first one, fit through the line. Filament line, is that what you call that?
Monofilament, yeah.
Monofilament. Then he gave me a steel leader and we brought it right up to the back. He could have shot it, we could have yanked it right out of the water, but unfortunately I don't think my wife would let me take that home with me. But you know, if you come down here with Craig, I guarantee you a great time. He'll put you on fish the entire time you're here. This man knows what he's doing.
All kinds of fishing here, different seasons. for different fish. Shark, year-round. It's a blast. Some of the easiest things we can do is catch a shark. One of the most fun things we can do is catch a shark.
He can put you on a shark, but you better hold on to that pole because it'll drag you all over. And do not wear flip-flops, wear sneakers.
Yeah, I would suggest, if you guys watch my how-to video, I did a how-to on shark fishing. And what we did is brought Ken down here to Destin to try to put some of that to use. I showed you how to rig it. I taught you about the chumming, taught you about everything I could think of. It doesn't always happen on cue, but we were fortunate enough.
It happened on cue.
It happened on cue.
We weren't out there long enough for me to fry completely. I was just a little bait.
Had a good time. You did well.
Oh, man,
Gotta say you did well.
If you never caught a shark, you gotta give it a shot. It's a rush, especially when they jump out of the water. My heart was, I felt like I was 7 years old again. And I had a good teacher. Even though I was so excited, I could hear his voice and he was giving me information I was going. He didn't just forget about me in video. And he was right on me, making sure that I did everything I needed to do to get that shark in. He knew I wouldn't go home, and he don't need me at his house anymore.
Well, that's what you get when you fish with me. I do everything possible. Give you all the tools possible for you guys to have a good time. And part of having a good time is for us to help you put fish in that box. So there's no guarantees. You're working with the wild, just like in the woods. You go in the woods, there's no guarantees. You get on these boats down here in Destin, there's no guarantees. But we know where they live, we know what they eat, and if the season's open, we'll keep our limit if we can catch our limit. Bottom line is to have a good time, have a good time. Normally when you ask somebody if they want to go fishing, first thing you see is a smile.